Pangeum is a wondrous world, a world that is familiar to you, but also beyond your imagination. A place where every living creature, from the smallest of bugs to the greatest Drakanix, is imbued with the magical ether. Pangeum, a place that is rich with epics and mythical sagas, being echoed from generations to generations. Let's listen to the ethereal echoes of Pangeum.
Hello everyone, I'm your host Nick, back again to another video of Ethereal Echoes of Pangeum. This time, I finally got the courage to make the world map. This was the original design. I really loved it. I designed it with an idea in mind that Pangeum is a mirror Earth. So I made some continents flipped upside down like America here, and instead of India being a subcontinent to Asia, I made it a subcontinent of Africa. But this original design frustrated me, because how the heck do I suppose to match the cultures, flora and fauna with the real world if everything is where it wasn't supposed to be? So I scratched that map and made a new one, even though this one is more similar to our world. I know, a little disappointing. There are still enough differences to let me explore a different history for this world. First discussion: the definition of Pangeum. I edited the word Pangeum from Pangea, meaning entire world, a condition of Earth in the early Mesozoic era. For the non-nerd people out there, it's when the dinosaurs lived. Back then, all the continents formed a single supercontinent, then split to form the continents we now know. Pangeum, also a wordplay of Panku, a primordial being and creation figure in Chinese mythology, who separated heaven and earth, and his body later became the geographic features such as mountains and rivers. For this design, I modified the map of Cretaceous period. It is when the T-Rex lived. The Pangea already split into two supercontinents, the northern and southern hemisphere, or in the Pangeum we call them Craton and Craton. Both regions have distinct fauna and flora, which in turn influence the sapient kinds cultures that lived there. Some parts of the Craton drifted upwards or downwards, so they got mixed flora and fauna and formed mountain ranges. Due to I use Pangea as inspiration, only one side of the planet have continents. The other half of the planet is a super large uncharted ocean called Pentalasia Ocean or All Sea. The seas formed after the Pangea broke up are Tethys and Philairiniaceae. Tethys, the wife of Oceanus in the Greek mythology, and also both the name of Panthalassa and Tethys are real oceans names of the real world Pangaea. The term Philairinia or calm, peaceful sea, is a Greek term for Pacific Ocean due to its calm nature in contrast to Indian Ocean chaotic waves. Before we talk about the continents, let's talk about the dominant and major inhabitants. There are three dominant sapient eidos or species: the Gidrunes or anthropos, the Orcines, and Drakanix. They are chrysomorph descendants of lemurs or apes, swine, and archon or dinosaurs, sequentially. There are no true humans in this world because all of the anthropos have the earlobes of their ancestors, the pointed earlobes of lemurs. So technically, all of them are elves. There will be subspecies or ratsa for all three of them. For example, ratsa of anthropos are the dwarven, halfling, and white elf. I got another terms for them, but it is a discussion for another time. There are also other type of sapient eidos, but they are terramorphed, so their civilization are in the form of small nomadic tribes or assimilated to the major ones. Iydiakara is the equivalent of Africa in our world. The climate there will be similar to late Triassic period. That is arid and hot, a climate best suited for cold-blooded animals than the warm-blooded animals. Therefore, majority of fauna here will be reptiles like archons and dragons, worms, and arthropods. The dominant civilization here is the Drakanix because they are reptiles. There are also smaller tribes of Orcines and anthropos in there. The term Iydiakara I adapted from Iydiakara period, the time when the first animal life form appeared. The philosophy behind this is that people of Pangeum believe all sentient life began in Iydiakara. Ehretz Dvash, or the land of honey, is the equivalent of Middle East in Pangeum. It was a part of Iydiakara, but then it drifted and got connected to the Asia equivalent of this word. This phenomenon was due to the great rift happening on the eastern side of Iydiakara, an important plot device from my planned story. Great Rift was inspired by real events that created mountain ranges in Africa with ice caps, such as the Mount Kilimanjaro, Mount Kenya, and Rwenzori Mountains. The dominant inhabitants of this place is the Anthropos tribe called the Shemaites, which culture and belief similar to that of Abrahamic religion. So that's the first continent of Pangeum. My original plan for this video was to introduce all of the continents in one video, but after I saw the duration, which was about 17 minutes, I decided to break it into 2 parts, then upload the second part next week. I'll put the link down in the description once it's done. If you're interested in the second part, please subscribe and ring the notification bell so that you won't miss the second part. Also comment if you have any critique for me, and if you like my content, please hit the like button. Thank you.